Wow, we're back.
Wow, we're back. So
Where did we finish?
well, we did some. This episode of the podcast is just going to be more like scraps of random shit that we've got left over
Yeah.
from the podcast, like recording sessions.
Yes, fair enough. Man, could you rate currency for me?
Rate currency.
Yeah, like
Great British Pound.
Yeah.
10 out of 10. US dollar. 1 out of 10. China currency.
Do you know what the
7 out
Chinese
of 10.
currency is?
No.
Dong?
Dong. I love
I
dong.
don't know. I hope that's not racist. I hope it is dong. I think it sounds right.
I like francs.
Obviously, you like dong. I was like, yeah, you do.
I just said I love dong. Did you miss that? I already made that joke. I like francs, but now the French use euros.
Yeah, what do you rate the euro?
It's less than francs. Because francs was like half of frankincense. And euro...
So wait, when they went to Jesus, that guy bought him...
francs, like 10 francs, which was like 50 English p.
What was Jesus going to do with francs?
He was gonna buy croissant. I don't know if this is... Should we start again? Myrrh? What even is myrrh? That's not even a full word. It's like, meh.
Meh.
Right, well, anyway, that's a perfect start to this What the Fuck episode of the podcast.
Yeah.
Sit back, relax, and listen to the podcast.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Watch it.
Hey man,
Hey man.
something that I want to ask you about
Go on.
is you are like a hat guy,
Yeah.
right? You've been a hat guy for as long as I can remember, since
Yeah.
probably we were like 15. You bought that Metallica hat. You
Yeah.
started wearing that Metallica hat every day, and ever since then, you have always worn a hat.
It's true, yeah.
What's it like being a hat guy? Do you have a whole drawer full of hats? Do you have a hat drawer?
I've got, well, currently at the moment, I've probably got about 3 hats on the go. So I've got a foxy wintry one.
Right.
I've got this one I'm wearing at the moment, which I'd say is like a thermal hat.
Yeah, it looks like a warm hat.
It's a warm hat. And then I've got also like a hat like for sport. So it's like a really thin, like, what's the fabric called? But it's like it lets your hair breathe when you're playing sports.
Right. Okay.
So it's like a do-rag? I think that's what it's called.
Right.
But yeah, and even when I play football on a Thursday, I wear what they call headband.
Right.
So even then, I just have a headband on.
But so you don't have a hat on?
No, I don't have a hat on playing football.
But so you have a headband like one of those like Raphael?
Yeah. So,
Okay.
but I don't know. Like I said, I bought that hat in France on one of the family holiday ages ago.
The Metallica hat.
Metallica one.
Yeah.
And then I think I just didn't liked it, and then just wore it.
So talk us through a day in the life of a hat guy.
So I wake up in the morning.
Yeah. Are you wearing a hat when you wake up?
No. I wake up. I don't have a hat on in bed.
Right. Don't have a dedicated bed
I have
hat.
pyjamas. I wear pyjamas. No, I've got 3/4 length short, so I wear in bed, and a Star Wars t-shirt.
Right. Okay.
Wake up and I put my hat on, and then I take it off before I go to bed.
So you wake up and do you keep your hat next to your bed?
Yeah, I keep my morning routine. I've got my clothes already next to my bed, like ready for me.
Right.
So first thing I do when I get up is just put my uniform on or whatever I'm going to wear for the day. It's all folded up next to me, so
Right.
I don't walk around really in.
So you
pyjamas.
shower at night?
Yeah. I tend to shower at night time. I'm a night showering sort of
Right.
man.
And when you're showering,
Yeah, the hat comes off.
and lives with the other clothes, and then as soon as you put the other clothes on, you put the hat on.
Yeah, I mean sometimes, if it's just me and my girlfriend in the evening watching TV, I'd just take the hat off.
Yeah.
Sometimes. But
So-
I feel more comfortable with a hat.
Yeah, because you've worn a hat for so long, does it feel weird to you now when you're not wearing a hat? If I was to take your hat off right now, if I was
Yeah, it's
just
a bit weird.
you feel a bit naked.
I guess so. I think there's just some people. I think people. There are just hat guys, aren't there?
Yeah, that's why I said you're a hat guy, because it's not like you're not. It's not like you're the only person who wears a hat all the time.
Yeah.
The only person that I am close enough to talk to about the fact that you wear a hat all the time, and have done for what is now basically more than half your life. You've always worn a hat.
Yeah, it's true. It literally is.
It is
15, more over half my life. I don't know. It's just a thing. I must have just liked it. I mean, I never used, before that holiday, I never used to have a hat.
Yeah, you never had a hat before you came back with that Metallica hat, and then you
was just obsessed.
You just loved that hat for some reason.
Yeah.
And you wore that hat for way longer.
Why didn't no one tell me? Why didn't no one tell me when I was
Who told you?
No one told me.
Who told you? Wash the fucking hat.
No one told me. I don't remember anyone telling me. Or maybe they did. I just blanked it from their minds. But
I kept stealing the hat and throwing it in the washing machine.
Well, why didn't you wash it then?
Do you not remember that?
I don't know, maybe.
I mean, there was that one kid at school that would always steal your hat, and then I'd chase him down and get your hat back for you.
Was there any other hat guys at school? Is it just me? There must have been other.
That's a good question.
I can't think.
I can't think of anyone else.
But yeah, no, I actually find it really annoying, because it's really annoying when someone steals your hat. It's the worst thing they could do. I'd rather than pull my trousers down.
To be honest, actually, Alex,
our
close friend Alex,
he got a hat stolen at a gig.
He got this hat that he fucking loved.
Yeah.
And he would wear that hat every day. Then he went to a gig and his hat was stolen.
Yeah, I remember that. Well,
and then he just didn't get another hat.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's like therapy. Maybe it's like some sort of thing you need or something. I don't know.
That's weird, because me, you and Alex were kind of a threesome. So thinking about it, I was the only one of us that wasn't a hat guy. And in fact,
that's why we fucking slagged you off behind your back.
I used to wear that fucking hat as well. I had that really big fluffy hat.
I've seen you in hats though.
Yeah, I do wear a hat occasionally. But yeah, I had a really big hat that I was really attached to.
Yeah.
So we all just obviously were like really obsessed with hats at the time.
Yeah, I think. Well, I know my Metallica hat still exists somewhere.
Is it framed?
Yeah, I think it should be framed. I must have worn that. Did I wear it? I must have worn it at university as well, didn't I? No.
I don't know. You were wearing it when I went to university. Definitely we were 18 and you were still wearing it.
So say 5 years.
I can't remember when you stopped wearing it.
No. There's probably photos online or on social media somewhere that we can find. But on a night out, if we went out, I would take my hat off.
Yeah, you would take your hat off.
I normally straighten my hair as well. I used to straighten my hair quite a lot back then as well. Because we had quite long hair. Like, it would go down to my nipple. Yeah. Remember in prom photos, there's no hat? Or in
I remember pictures of you with no hat around that age. But I think probably much older than you the hat was always on from a certain time.
Yeah, maybe. I remember my hair was quite knotted as well though when I was younger. Like, it got really clumped of like really knotted hair, which had to just be taken out as well on the side. Yeah. So I don't know.
Well, there you go. That's a
Confessions of a Hat Man.
Yeah, it's insight into the minds of someone who wears a hat. And
but if anyone knows he's a hat man, and if you just take your hat, it's the worst thing you could do to someone who's a hat guy.
Don't take guys' hats.
I'd rather you just, I don't know.
Would you rather? Right? Say me and you were out in the town centre, and we just bumped into a group of people that you know, like 5 to 10 people you know. Yeah. Would you rather I took your hat and pulled your trousers down?
Pulled my trousers down.
Really?
Yeah. Well, because I actually don't mind getting my penis out. And I've never been uncomfortable.
Your trousers and your pants.
Oh, right, okay, well, they're definitely that. If this is in my boxes, I don't mind. Even if you can see my penis, I don't really care that much.
Wow. That is not the answer I expected. Even knowing that you always wear a hat, I still thought you'd be like, no, obviously I'd rather you just take my hat.
I'm just trying to think of a situation in which would be better. I just can't think of one.
So I always have my phone in my right pocket, my wallet in my left pocket, and my keys in my back right pocket.
Oh, interesting. Right? Yeah.
If any one of those things is missing, even if I've deliberately left it, like say I'm staying in a hotel, so I don't have my keys because there's no need. My keys are just in my bag in my hotel room. Less chance of losing them. I check my back pocket like every 5 minutes because I'm just so used to my keys being there that when they're not there, even when I've chosen for them to not be there, I feel like something's missing.
Oh, okay.
I suspect that's sort of a similar feeling to if someone stole your hat.
I've got phone, wallet, left pocket, right pockets, keys and inhaler, and that's always the way it is.
Yeah.
And also when I go to bed, they have to be in a position next to my bedside table, and if they're not in that position, I get really funny. Right. So it's always wallet is straight, sort of, and then the keys are like underneath it, like, but they're both sort of in a line, so they can't be jagged or anything. Right. And then the inhaler is next to them with the, because it's like an L shape, like a Tetris block. The L shape has to be facing in to between the keys, right. And that's how it has to be laid out. And if it moves, even in the night time, I've got to redo that, and I probably wouldn't be able to sleep.
How do you know it's moved in the night time?
Well, because sometimes I've got a charger which I also charge my phone, and if that charger sort of, because it goes over my bedside table, if it would like knock the keys or something, the charger cable, I'd have to just get up and make sure the keys were straight again. Yeah.
Well,
do you have that, man?
No.
What's your setup when you're sleeping then?
I think shit.
No, did you leave it?
No, I literally don't. I mean, I have my phone down on the side of the bed because I'm sleeping by the side of the bed.
Do you charge your phone overnight or do you not?
No, I only charge my phone when it needs charging.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
I charge my phone overnight because I'm just paranoid that my alarm won't go off, and I want to make sure it's charged. But I think it's quite bad for the phone battery as well, though.
Yeah, that is a good. That is a legit. So if my phone's below 30%, I'll charge it. But if it's above 30%, I'm like, that's
fair enough. Yeah, no, just sometimes it just worries me because but I just want to make sure. One thing I just don't want to do is like miss an alarm. It's just my bike. Yeah, and also I'm one of those people that wakes up at the first alarm. I don't set like multiple alarms. I just do one alarm and then I'm just up after that alarm.
So would you rather that I stole your hat, right,
okay,
or every hour came in and fucked with the keys?
Am I asleep or awake? Well, I'll probably
you're
be
asleep, awake. Yeah, but you might wake up because I'm in your room suddenly.
Well, if I'm in bed, I don't really care if you take my hat.
No.
I'll just in general in town.
In a day, I take your hat. Or
probably rather you nut the keys occasionally. Probably could do with the keys.
Right. Okay.
Maybe.
Or. You don't wake up to it. You don't wake. I've done that one. Or you wake up and there's no alarm. You wake up and it's like midday.
Is it a work day?
You've missed your alarm. Yeah, it's a work day. And I'm pointing at the keys. The keys are disaligned.
Yeah. Or you
reach for the hat, it's gone.
I don't know, man.
Keys, hat, or alarm? Which thing is more important?
Do I lose my job if I miss the work?
I doubt you miss. I don't think they can sack you if you miss work once.
Okay.
It's not America.
No. I'd probably go hat, keys, alarm in that order then.
So alarm's the least important?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I have fallen asleep before and forgot to set my alarm, but I think my body clock is so used now to waking up that I don't need an alarm anymore. The key thing would just be annoying, but I think I could live with it. But yeah.
So when you sleep somewhere else, do you still do the same thing with your wallet?
Yeah, I probably would. It wouldn't be a bedside table, but it would be whatever they've got on the floor or something. Yeah. Okay. I think even when I went camping at the festival, I did it in my tent as well. It's just always there. But it is what it is, man.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm not judging. All right, thanks,
man.
Thanks, hat guy. So I did my driving theory test the other week.
Okay.
I passed.
Oh, well done.
But I just wanted to ask you some questions from that I thought were a bit ridiculous, okay?
Okay, go.
At an incident, how could you help a small child who isn't breathing? Would you A, find their parents and explain what's happening? B, open their airway and begin CPR? C, put them in the recovery position and slap their back? Or D, talk to them confidently until an ambulance arrives?
Did you get this one right?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Has someone rung the ambulance? Or am I just talking to him not knowing there's ambulance coming? Because that could be a very long conversation.
I assume if you're doing that, there must be an ambulance
on the way. Yeah. I'll do the slappy back one.
Right, no. The answer is obviously open their airway and begin CPR.
With a kid?
Apparently, yeah. You're supposed to know CPR if you drive. But that's not part of the test.
That's not the one I wasn't going to go for. That'll be my last choice.
The others are just silly when you think about it. Find their parents and explain what's happening. Put them in a recovery position and slap their back. Why would you be slapping their back? Talk to them confidently until an ambulance arrives.
Yeah, all right.
Okay. You take some cough medicine given to you by a friend. What should you do before driving? Should you A, ask your friend if taking the medicine affected their driving? B, drink some strong coffee 1 hour before driving?
What?
C, check the label to see if the medicine will affect your driving? Or D, drive a short distance to see if the medicine is affecting your driving?
Check the medicine
Check
bottle.
the label, yeah, of course.
Coffee?
I know.
Why do I like coffee?
Drive a bit, see if you kill anyone. Okay, right. You are driving through a tunnel. Your vehicle catches fire. What should you do? Should you A, continue through the tunnel if you can? B, turn your vehicle around immediately? C, reverse out of the tunnel? Or D, carry out an emergency stop?
There's no CPR for this one.
No.
Am I a trained firefighter like I was a trained fucking ambulance worker for the first one? Can I go for the last one then? The
carry out an emergency stop. So the answer I picked isn't actually here, because the answer I picked was get out of your car immediately. But the correct answer, apparently, is
turn round.
Continue through the tunnel if you can. Which I'm just like,
fire?
Fuck off, if my car's on fire, I'm getting the shit out.
Is that really the answer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Are we allowed to say that? Is this going to help anyone in their actual test?
Well, you can find this.
Oh, you can find. Oh, okay.
So those first three are ridiculous, and the next three are questions that, like, I just don't. They just annoyed me because I was just like, why the fuck would I know that?
Okay.
Right. You're driving a car that has a diesel engine. What can a loose filler cap on your fuel tank cause? Can it cause A, make the engine difficult to start? B, make the roads slippery for other road users? C, improve your vehicle's fuel consumption? Or D, increase the level of exhaust emissions?
God. It's what, so the cap thing's open. No?
Yeah.
I don't know. I reckon it's either slippery road or the fuel consumption.
It's slippery road.
Is it?
Yeah,
okay, yeah, I was going for slippery road.
But I didn't know what a loose filler cap on your fuel tank. I mean, I guessed it was that thing, but it's a bit of a fucking weird.
No, that's not a bad one.
Right, you're towing a caravan. Which is the safest type of rear view mirror to use?
Okay, caravan, right.
Interior wide angle mirror, extended arm side mirror, ordinary door mirror, ordinary interior mirror.
What's these extended ones? What's that?
That's the right answer, yeah. It's the extended arm side mirrors.
Yeah, I suppose you have to look. Yeah, mate, okay.
But it's just like, I'm not driving a caravan. Why do I have to know about this? Surely I should have to know about this if I'm going to drive
in the tunnel either. Yeah. And also, there's a lot of, these questions don't really exist.
A single carriageway road has this sign. What is the maximum permitted speed for a car towing a trailer?
What's the sign?
That's the sign. It's a white circle with a black line diagonally through it.
Is there a multiple choice now?
30, 40, 50 or 60 miles per hour.
50.
Correct.
Is it?
Yeah, because it would be 60 if you weren't towing a trailer. Because you are 50. For some fucking reason, you have to know about that. Even if you're not going to ever tow a trailer, drive a caravan, or be on fire in a tunnel. And also, can I just say, I am not performing CPR on a kid.
No.
What if I find a kid, he's not breathing, I start doing CPR, then the ambulance turns up. Turns out I've, like, broken his ribs, killed him, and I'm a paedophile.
Would you go to
Look,
jail
I had
for
the
being
boner before I started doing CPR, okay?
We look out the car and the kid's attractive. I thought I was going to say, and I was thinking, oh god, no, dear.
Okay, there we go. Driving theory.
That's really interesting. I think I'd have passed that. Maybe
You did get most of them right. Yeah, you didn't get the ones.
The obvious ones.
The fire tunnel right.
No,
you didn't get the CPR right.
No.
Actually, you got 60%. So that's a fail. So Christopher, ask me what you were just asking me off recording.
Yeah. Okay. So I was wondering, like, because
this is a new section of the podcast. We'll call it Educating Chris.
So Right. When you're a kid, you can't come. And then suddenly, overnight, you can come. Like, you can try and touch a winky, and then semen comes out. Right. But surely that's been in you the whole time, right?
No.
No?
Just when you hit a certain age, your testicles start producing semen. Because probably got something to do with the amount of testosterone you've produced. It's like enough now. Yeah. You're becoming a man.
Okay. So do some people get that earlier than others?
Yeah.
Okay. And when do you know you got it?
When your mum asks you to pull out. I don't know if you know you've got it. Probably your body would naturally start telling you to start wanking around that time. Yeah. You get hornier now that.
Yeah. I remember the first time I came.
Yeah.
I was
Tell
quite
us
scared.
all about it.
It was in my bedroom.
Detail. Yeah.
Me and my uncle were playing. Do you actually want to know?
No. There we go. I'm educating Chris for it.
Yeah.
So we should talk about just general stuff. How have you been? How was your Christmas? What have you been up to?
What have I been up to? I have had a great Christmas, man.
You're 32 years old now.
I am. Do you know who's 32? Bridget Jones, when she wrote her diary.
Was she? What have you done, you lazy cunt?
It's true. Bridget Jones was much more successful than I was.
And cooler. And funnier.
I feel like this section is just about abusing me, right? What's going on? You asked what my Christmas was, isn't it? You start abusing me.
We've had holidays. Now it's time for meme times.
Meme times?
Moller days. Memer days.
Yeah, now being 32 is pretty good. It's every year now. I don't really care. It's just what goes on now.
I said you're 32, and then I immediately was just like, are you 32? You could easily be like 35 for all I know.
How old do I look?
Don't ask. How old's the you know Bridget Jones?
Yeah, Renee Zellweger.
Yeah, how old's she now?
You could just 50.
Oh no, you look older than that.
In what Al Pacino range do I look like I'm in? Am I in like Godfather Al Pacino, or like nowadays old woman?
You look like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood Al Pacino.
That's a good Al Pacino.
I couldn't quickly think of a time that Al Pacino had worn like really old makeup to make him look like. You look like Al Pacino when he plays the bad guy in the Batman.
Al Pacino.
Yeah, that guy that Al Pacino's twin brother.
What? What's going on? Twin brother.
You know, in the Batman, there's that guy who.
What, in the new Batman?
Called? Yeah, the Robert Pattinson one.
John Turturro.
Is that what he's called?
The guy who's in, the Big Lebowski man with the ball. And
Jesus,
that guy. I look like him, do I?
You look like him amounts of old.
How old is he? He must be getting on.
He's in his 20s, I reckon. If you're 32, he's 15.
He's 66.
I mean, I don't really know how old people look, I've got to say.
No, to be honest, I don't. I
you pretty much look the same as you did
4 years ago.
Probably like
when I was 42.
10 years ago?
Yeah, I think it was the same.
I think since sort of 20s-ish, when you stop looking like an actual child, then you...
I look like a child. Oh yeah. So
you got like soft face when you're like young, and then you hit like a certain age, and then you just look the same until you go grey or get grey in your beard or start having wrinkles or whatever.
Yeah, I had a moustache in year 7.
Yeah, you had a moustache when you were like 11 years old. I think. Yeah,
that was one of the early ones.
Yeah. I couldn't grow any facial hair until I was about 26, I think. The only thing I could grow was these just fucking like savage sideburns that would take up my whole face and make me look like
Wolverine.
Yeah, I guess Wolverine. I was thinking more like some sort of gay biker.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to stop this. This is quite an abusive section to you and bikers.
And John Titterow.
John Titterow. Titterow.
So angry. Hey man.
You got anything you want to ask me?
If you did like a DNA swab test, what percentage of stuff would you be?
50%.
Yeah.
Cunt.
Wait. But yeah.
45% cunt. I don't know.
It's just like a Danny Dyer thing. No, like, yeah. You know. What are you? Where are you?
I don't know. I mean, I think I'm half English, half Irish, but I'm probably like 1/18 Egyptian or something like that.
That's pretty cool.
What do you think you are?
I don't know. I want to do it. I want to do the ancestry thing and find out.
You do that.
I'll come back.
Come back and tell us what the result is.
Probably like, I don't know, a bit of everything.
Yeah. How much?
Always welcome.
Plutonian do you think you are?
Plutonium? Is that like...
No, plutonian. Not plutonium, the element, but plutonian as in from the planet Pluto that's not a planet. How much percent plutonium do you think you are? Because plutonium's pretty fucking valuable. According to Iron Man 2008...
I could be. Some of my fillings might have plutonium in it.
Well, plutonium's like radioactive, so I hope not. Because if you've got radioactive teeth, then my dick is in trouble.
No, I don't know. I don't think I've got any... I'm not from Pluto at all, that I know of. I reckon if I was from a planet, it'd be like Mercury. Just because I feel like that's like...
Mercury's toxic, yeah.
Yeah. I was going to say Mercury poison's a thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's cool. But do they know it's poison in Mercury? If you go to Mercury, would they have poison?
Mercury's not made of mercury.
It's not?
No.
So why are they called Mercury?
Probably named it after one of the Roman gods.
Okay.
Both the metal and the planet.
What's planets made of?
Lots of things.
Like gas?
Saturn's a gas giant, isn't it? Or is that?
I don't know.
Or is a gas giant a sun? Why are we talking about this?
Isn't this our science podcast that we're just releasing recently? Where we talk about all things educational?
Yeah.
Okay. Offshore drift.
Right. What is that?
It's when I think the sea comes in at an angle and moves like shingle from the beach.
Right.
And so there's more land appearing.
So you've made yourself look like a fool there.
Okay.
Because you've made it seem like the government doesn't just decide which direction the sea goes in. Which, as we all know...
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Because the moon landing was fake. Therefore, the moon is fake.
Wait, so this is our crossover conspiracy and nature.
Yeah, and if the moon's fake, then the tides are fake. I reckon it's just a big crab.
What, pushing the sea?
Yeah. That's what I used to think when I was a kid.
Really? It's a big crab?
Big crab. I used to throw stones at it.
So wait, when you saw like a little crab, what went through your head?
Where's the little sea?
I don't know if this is true or not. But yeah, that sounds like something you'd believe in.
Thanks.
I bet school blew your mind, didn't it? Yeah, that was good.
I know. I've got a question for you. A more serious question.
Is it educational?
Potentially, okay. But in real life education rather than like
fake life.
Yeah. As a fully grown adult man who works, and like owns a house.
Thank you.
How many pairs of functioning jeans do you own?
At the moment?
Yeah.
2. Yeah.
Right.
Both got them £5 from a charity shop.
Nice.
£10.
Nice. Because I had 2 and then one of them broke. Mm-hmm. And suddenly I was
one?
Yeah. Because it was a really big hole at the crotch, like right at the front. So I couldn't wear them.
That's a good question. I think at the moment I've only worn one of the jeans.
Right. Ever?
Yeah.
Right.
Since a month ago.
You've been wearing one pair of jeans for a month?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, how often do you wear these jeans?
Every day.
Fucking hell! You've wearing the same pair of jeans for a month?
Do you not?
No. I
wear pyjama bottoms in bed.
I don't. But that's got nothing to do with what we're currently saying. I wear a pair of jeans probably about 6 times and then I wash them.
Okay.
T-shirts I wear twice. I wear T-shirts twice.
Okay. I think I tend to just wear T-shirts. I'd probably just wear once. Jeans probably unlimited times. Pants once. Socks.
So do you just wear your jeans until they get a stain on them?
Yeah, which is normally day one. But I carry on wearing them. I wear them until they're unbearably bad. I tend to have one pair of shoes on the go as well. So shoes are a one-time thing until they're broken.
You only have one pair of shoes?
Yeah.
Okay.
One pair of shoes. But, it's like being like a Simpsons character. They just have one closed all the time. So that's what I do.
Right, yeah, but one pair of shoes is a bit risky because if they real break and you can't wear them, you can't go out and buy more shoes because your shoes are broken.
Slippers?
I mean, I suppose, but
I don't have slippers.
Do you not?
No.
So you're real fucked then?
I'm going in socks.
Do you have socks?
No.
So what have you been up to recently, man?
Oh, I went to Toby Carvery the other day.
Oh, nice.
And it got me to thinking, what do you reckon the most successful meat cut is from a carvery table? What's things the one that the most people go for?
It's always food, isn't it? It always comes right back to food with you. If I'm like,
that's because I literally was what I did. I had to Toby Carvery for the first time. And I was thinking, I wonder if people eat the beef more, people eat the turkey more, people have the gammon more.
I reckon... Is that the choice? There's no pork?
There might have been a pork.
Because I would choose pork 100% of the time.
But I reckon more people go turkey.
I was going to say beef. I would say beef is probably the most common. Because beef's the hardest to cook. But then again, turkey is... It's like you don't really ever buy a turkey unless it's Christmas. But turkey's just big chicken. Chicken's easy to roast. I reckon beef would be the
best seller.
Yeah. And it's also the most expensive meat. A big joint of beef is more expensive than a joint of chicken or pork.
Yeah. How often do you say you have a carvery? Rarely.
I haven't had a carvery in about 8 years because they're always out of town.
Yeah, it's true. You never get one in town. They're always by bloody middle of nowhere in motorways.
They're a really weird thing, carveries. It's like a pub, but it doesn't specialise in selling alcohol. It specialises in just selling roast dinners.
Yeah.
And you go in there and you have a buffet of veg and potatoes. You
can
pick whatever you want.
Yeah,
and then you go up to the meat counter and you get to decide which one meat you want a slice of.
Yeah, it's bizarre. I mean, some people go to carveries and don't order carvery, which I find weird.
Do they? What do they order?
A burger and chips or something? That's pointless.
Yeah, I suppose.
But that's just sacrilege.
Is that because they're going because other people are going? Or...
That's true. You probably have one person who loves a carvery in your family, and then that's it.
So is this like one of your brothers orders a burger and chips?
Yeah. And
right.
You just have to have a carvery.
So who's that? Is that Michael?
Yeah, Michael doesn't really have carvery that much.
Does Michael actually go out then?
No.
Right.
But if he did, he wouldn't have a carvery. I feel like,
Who orders the burger and chips?
David likes burger and chips.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I always go with it.
I would have thought David would have... This is completely not for the podcast. I would have thought David would have liked roast dinner.
No, he likes his plain burger and chips. I think he just looks...
He likes English stuff, though, like tea and cakes and carveries.
Gummies are pretty English, to be fair.
They are. It's a weird old English fucking tradition.
Yeah. So, no, I don't know. I've just always wondered that. And I was hoping that someone would answer it on this podcast.
So have you noticed that when I leave it to you to come up with something to say, you probably haven't noticed because there's only been 2 episodes of the podcast. I've probably edited most of it out. Yeah. You either go for food, which is your number one go-to. Yeah. Or you'll pick some weird, mundane part of life. Yeah. To either ask me about or ask me to rate it, such as how often do I brush my teeth? Yeah, it's interesting. How do I rate the days of the week? Yeah,
rate currency.
Rate currency. Yeah.
Okay.
These are your when put under pressure. I'm not criticising you. I'm just saying I like to assess these sorts of things. When put under pressure, these are the things that your brain goes straight to.
They do. If you had to rate the pick and mix for a pick and mix thing, what would you go? What's your number one pick and mix? What are you filling it up with?
I mean, cola bottles have got to be one of the, just because they're always there. Yeah. Cola bottles are good. They taste nice. Yeah. They never taste bad. Some pick and mix things are a risk. You pick them and they taste shit.
Yeah, and some of them fill up a lot as well. You want to think of size as well when you're doing pick and mix, I think.
Can I just ask, how often do you do pick and mix?
Recently, probably for the last 20 years, once.
Yeah. So I would say probably a similar number for me. Maybe even nonce.
No, but I just want to know. I mean, sometimes I go to an old sweet shop and I'm like, oh yeah, there's this candies I haven't had for ages.
Yeah, I used to like the pencils, the long, thin things.
Yeah.
With the stuff in the middle. Yeah. I used to go for them all the time.
Yeah.
What about you?
I really didn't like the eggs. I thought they were terrible, the gooey eggs.
Gooey eggs?
You know, the gummy?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no, me neither, I don't like the white bit.
Yeah, I like the bubblegum fizzy bottle things.
Oh, yeah.
They're really nice. Chocolate raisins, I used to get them in abundance. You know, chocolate raisins.
Get out. Fuck off. No, don't. I don't like the thought of food like that.
Being covered in chocolate.
Just being out. Being
out?
Yeah. Because they're in a tub, right? They're out and exposed.
Yeah.
Sweets are different. They're covered in sweet. They're covered in sugar.
Chocolate
they fucking never go off. Chocolate, you leave chocolate in a container for an hour and it tastes weird. Raisins, they're like a fruit. They might be dried, but they still shouldn't just be left out for oxygen to affect them.
No.
I would always go for the pure, sugary, teeth-rotting thing,
sweet.
Just because that is never going off. If it was a zombie apocalypse and
that'd be the last
10 years later you went into a fucking shopping centre and they had a pick and mix counter in the middle, most of those things would still be good. Chocolate raisins would be full of mould.
Yeah, it is. But
exactly.
But I say, even if there wasn't an apocalypse, I still wouldn't eat the gummy eggs, even though the last thing there.
Yeah. What about if all the yolk of the egg had been cut off and you just had
I think that's the bit I liked, the yolk bit.
Yeah, same. It's that shitty white bit that's horrible. Like the hearts, they're okay because there's a more gum to white thing ratio.
What is that white thing?
I have no idea what that white thing is.
It's fucking horrendous. No. Yeah. No, it does go to food. But food's a big part of life.
It is a big part of life.
And rating stuff's a big part of life.
It's hard to make it funny, though, I would say. A big part of this podcast for me is that if we have a conversation, if it doesn't end up being funny, then I'm not going to put it in. My thing is that the aim for us is, with everything we're saying, the goal is to get to a joke. So if we're talking about fucking Milky Way magic stars paedophiles,
that's good though.
It is. But we got there eventually. This time around, not so much. Where's the joke, Christopher?
How do you like your eggs in the morning?
I like mine from a fucking pick and mix. There we go. That's fucking hilarious.
I'm trying to think of something that's not food. It's hard.
Yeah. I've only had the one thing, and that was about jeans, and I thought about that about 2 weeks ago, and I've been waiting to ask you ever since. So the thing is, we talk a lot about, when we're not on podcasts, we talk a lot about games and films and nerdy stuff, and
sometimes that's not funny. That's just us being.
We could talk about that for hours.
Yeah.
So there's no point.
Yeah, I don't think off camera and off podcasting, me and Colin just talk about food the whole time, which we rarely do. It's just on his podcast, he seems to do.
He knocks on the door, I open the door, I'm like, hey man, he's like, what's your favourite cereal? I'm like, I haven't eaten cereal in about 5 years, and nice to see you too.
Rate all the Special K flavours.
The thing is, I said that was a bad example because I do eat cereal still most days, whereas you tend to ask me about some fucking archaic food that doesn't exist anymore and I haven't had since I was like you'll be like, which you prefer, your mum's left breast or your right breast for breast milk? And I'm like,
I prefer your mum's right. Yeah.
Did you get breastfed when you were younger?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think so. I don't remember. It's the furthest I've got with a woman, though. It's sad.
When did you stop breastfeeding?
Year 8? No, actually, I honestly don't know. I'm assuming, like, young?
Yeah, I don't know either.
Apparently I wanted to walk, when I was a kid, I wanted to, like, just didn't like not walking. I was quite quick at wanting to get on my feet and walk about.
Right.
Like, really young age, just always up and about. But, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that had anything to do with me just breastfeeding. Maybe like super milk from my mum's tits or something.
It was good. It was good.
No, it's true.
It still is.
When do women stop lactating? And do they lactate all the time?
When they stop
but do they
something
need
to feed.
Do they need a baby to lactate?
They lactate because there's so much it starts coming out.
But is it always in there?
No, they start making it when they get pregnant.
Do they?
Yeah, because they need to.
But this is new to me.
The thing is, I think there's some sort of weird. You always get me onto these fucking topics, talk about shit I don't know about. I've got a feeling that women can start like producing milk if another woman is pregnant around them.
This can't be real. This is weirder than your crab sea story. That's what I was like. I know that women...
Maybe it's just that they get a pregnant woman, because they used to, the thing in the olden days at nurseries, you'd get a woman at the nursery that would breastfeed the kids and stuff.
Yeah.
And it wasn't her kids.
Okay.
So I don't know if that was just because there were kids, the women would just start producing milk, or whether they would just hire someone who had been pregnant recently or something.
So why can't babies have like milk, like normal milk? Is it because it's like
because they get the enzymes and they get the antibodies and all of that shit to fight viruses from their mum through their mum's breast milk.
Wow. Human body's clever, isn't it?
It's not just humans.
And cows.
Yeah, human and cows, top 2 animals.
What a farm. That's really interesting. I didn't know. I genuinely didn't know.
Yeah, you also didn't know where girls peed from.
I
think I might have cut that bit. You said, yeah, their asses. Only when you piss in it first.
No one asked that.
Go on.
Semen. No, I was going to say, why can't, like, where does semen? Because when you're younger...
Are you going to ask? Are you going to fucking ask? Why can't babies dick feed? Are you seriously going to ask that? Is that the question you were going to ask? Why can't babies dick feed? And if so, man, why don't you try it? You try it.
I've never made a baby come before. I wondered if it was something I was doing wrong.
I thought the baby was dick feeding off you.
Oh no.
Fuck me.
This is dark.
God damn. This podcast, I swear. It's like the only things that make us laugh are paedophile jokes or anything that's close to the fucking borderline, and then we're in stitches. Why can't we laugh
Sure.
about something normal, like women drivers?
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Fucking.
Although Diana wasn't driving at the time.
No,
it was a bloke,
she wasn't. Yeah.
So it was his fault.
She was a candle in the wind and a smear on the tarmac.
I'm assuming we can't use any of that.
Oh, I'm gonna. Did you listen to the last episode?
Yeah,
I used it all. Okay, Christopher.
Yeah.
Just a real quick question this time. As you know, we run a successful YouTube channel with a whopping 210 subscribers.
It keeps going up.
And we've gained a massive 6 subscribers in the last 28 days. 6. I almost can't count that high.
More than a hand, days.
So, according to the website Social Blade, how long do you think it will be until we pass 1,000 subscribers?
Right, so we've been going for 2021 we started, right?
Yeah, we've been going for 2 years.
2 years through.
This will be our third year, yeah.
And we're on 200.
Mm-hmm.
9 years.
So 9 years from now, or 9 years from...
9 years from now.
So you think it'll be 2033?
Yeah.
Well, good news, because apparently we're going to have a whopping 1,079 subscribers by the measly year 2026. And in 5 years' time, in 2029, how many subscribers do you think we're going to have?
So we've got 1,000 in 2026.
1,000 in 2026.
And you want me to know how many you've got in 2029?
Yeah.
4,000.
3,469. That's according to Social Blade.
And that's right.
Of course, in real life, we'll probably have 310 by 2029.
So can you tell us how the average video duration people have watched us for?
Does it say that on here?
I don't know. Or does it say how much? Can I guess our annual earnings would have been?
Oh yeah, sure. What do you think we earned for the year 2023?
Does it say that?
Estimated yearly earnings, yeah.
£5.
That's that you've got the low bar bang on, but the high bar, because it always gives you a range.
Yeah, all right. £50.
£79. We can almost retire for one day.
£79?
Yeah, in a whole year.
Let's pack our jobs in. That's cooking. That's fantastic.
What rank do you think that we are?
Ooh, C-.
We're C+.
Oh,
but I actually meant number-wise.
Oh,
of all the channels on YouTube.
Does it say what we're out of?
No.
47 million.
Oh, way off. 847,000. 842,000.
We're in the top million.
451st. We're in the top million.
Of
but
comedy.
That's probably like comedy, yeah. It's probably like comedy from the UK with
210 subscribers.
Middle-aged white guys. Yeah, we're probably the 842,000 best channel with 200 subscribers. Fuck.
First of all, happy St. Patrick's Day, man.
Thanks very much, man.
Talking about St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
It's time for Irish, or I wish I was Irish.
Right.
Okay.
So this is a spin on our quiz, It's All Greek to... Basically, we play a game called It's All Greek to Me, where I read Christopher 5 Greek names, as Christopher's half Greek, and he has to guess which one's fake. As I'm half Irish, we're doing the same thing, but with Irish names.
Yeah. So I'm going to read out... The first one is 4 names, but I put a fifth one in anyway. Yeah. And then the second one's 4 names as well.
So there's... Okay.
So, but yeah, there's a... One I've made up in one of them, and then there's obviously both sets have got made up ones. So the first 4 is Arthur Guinness.
Right.
Arthur Guinness.
Arthur Guinness.
Yeah, you get it. Yeah. Bono. That's made up one. No, sorry. Dolores O'Hare.
Dolores O'Hare. Okay.
Siobhan McSweeney.
Siobhan McSweeney, right.
And Ian Paisley. Arthur Guinness.
Yeah.
Siobhan McSweeney, Bono, Dolores O'Hare, or Ian Paisley.
Right, so it's not Bono.
No, he is real.
You didn't make that up. Someone else did. I don't know what his real name is.
I just had Bono on Wikipedia, so I'm assuming.
Arthur Guinness. Arthur Guinness must be real. You wouldn't have made that. I don't know. I don't think that you would have been that out there. Maybe you would have. Maybe you called him my bluff. Dolores
O'Hare.
Dolores O'Hare, I think, is real because I'm not sure if you'd have known that Dolores was an Irish name. So I'm going to go for Siobhan McSweeney.
Siobhan McSweeney hosts the Pottery Throwdown, I'm afraid, on Channel 4.
Fuck, I watched that as well.
Did you?
No.
Arthur Guinness is a real person. Ian Paisley is a real person. Dolores O'Hare is the fake person.
So as I was saying that, I was thinking, is Dolores an Irish name? Actually, I'm not sure it is. I think it's an American name, or at least.
But yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, right. The next four.
So what was the fake one was
Dolores O'Hare.
O'Hare, right.
So I just thought that sounded quite cool.
Yeah.
It's a good name. Right. Sonia O'Sullivan. Sonia O'Shea.
Right.
Daniel O'Connor.
Right.
No, Daniel O'Connell.
Right.
Daniel O'Donnell. Let me read them out again.
Right.
Sonia O'Sullivan.
Yeah.
Sonia O'Shea.
Right.
Daniel O'Connell. And Daniel O'Donnell.
Okay.
Connell and Donnell.
Right.
And also Paddy Mahoney.
Paddy Mahoney.
Yeah.
Is that guy from... Oh no, that's Paddy McGuinness.
Yeah.
Wait, so, but is Paddy Mahoney actually in it?
Well, in this thing, yeah. Paddy Mahoney's he's just entered as a fifth competitor in this fight.
Are you fucking with me? Because I feel like I'm going to rule Paddy Mahoney out by the fact you forgot to mention him. The movie you just forgot to put the fake one in. Right.
No, it's fine. Yeah. Paddy Mahoney, Sonia O'Sullivan, Sonia O'Shea, Daniel O'Connell, Daniel O'Donnell.
I bet they're all real. There's almost certainly someone with all of those names out there. Right.
You reckon?
Give me them one at a time.
Do you want Paddy Mahoney, or was that just ruling him out straight away?
Well, I feel like I have to include him in case you just forgot to put the fake one on the list. So, right.
So you got Sonia O'Sullivan.
That is 100% a real person.
You got Sonia O'Shea.
That also is probably a real person.
Daniel O'Connell.
Right.
And Daniel O'Donnell.
Right.
Would I have been that stupid? Or is that clever?
I mean, I did that.
Yeah. Exactly.
But
that's
that was
how
the one that you got right.
Yeah.
I think it's Sonia O'Shea.
It is Sonia O'Shea. It's the made up one. Well done, my boy. But it's hard. It's a good game, though, isn't it?
O'Shea is just such a predictable Irish surname.
I saw another... Yeah, I saw the surname. I just added it on to Sonia.
There definitely is a Sonia O'Shea out there in the world.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I just took the footballer John O'Shea's surname and put it in front of Sonia.
Right. So what was with Paddy O'Mahony?
He was just the most Irish name I could find. Right. And I was thinking, I'll put him on there. But then it just made me laugh so much that Daniel O'Connell and Daniel O'Donnell are both real people.
Of course they are, yeah. Yeah. They're definitely real.
So yeah, that's the first episode of... Was it Irish or I Wish I Was Irish?
Yeah. What was the first fake name?
Dolores O'Hare.
Dolores O'Hare. Dolores O'Hare. Dolores O'Gran.
So yeah, you did well. 1 out of 2.
So we're equal. Then. We're equal so far.
Very, very impressive.
All right, well.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Next one will be soon. Maybe.
Hi everyone, no Christopher around today for the outro, but that doesn't really matter because who needs him anyway. If you've made it this far, then I assume you enjoyed it. If not, then why are you still here? We're going to keep making them anyway, so fuck you. If you've got any questions, please email them to thecuckooshow@gmail.com. That's thecuckooshow@gmail.com. Thank you. Join us next time. Goodbye. Goodbye. That was Christopher. I was doing an impression of him because he's got a really high-pitched voice. Goodbye. I'm Christopher.